There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Sasamahan kita, sasamahan kita,
Inimithi, inaasam, pangarap na walang hanggan. Bawat ngiti, nagniningning, magsisilbing liwanag sa dilim. Natatanaw mo ba? Maaabot mo ba? Tanong sa bawat bukas, masasagot mo na. Mahaba man ang daan, madami man niyang hadlang, huwag kang mag-alala, sasamahan kita. Buksan ang kinabukasan, tuklasin ang kayamanan ng puso nangangarap. Bawat hakbang patungo sa pangarap. 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 Malinaw na ang paraan, kalimutan na nakaraan. Ayusin natin ang daan, anuman ang humadlang. Gamitin ang iyong lakas para maiangat ang iyong antas. Mula sa baba, ngayon nasa taas, kinang ng puso iyong ilabas. Kami Iaalalay iyong kaagapay. Sa bawat hakbang meron ka ng karamay. Hanggang sa tagumpay, ika'y magtatagumpay. Ang imposible ay kaya, basta't sama-sama. Kaya huwag mag-alala, sasamahan kita. Buksan ng kinabukasan, tuklasin ng kayamanan ng puso, lumalaban. Bawat hakbang patungo sa pangarap. 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 Sasamahan kita, huwag kang mag-alala. Sasamahan kita, di ka na mawawala. Sasamahan kita, meron ka ng kasangga. Sasamahan kita, di ka na mag-iisa. Sasamahan kita, huwag kang mag-alala. Sasamahan kita, di ka na mawawala. Sasamahan kita, meron ka ng kasangga. Sasamahan kita, di ka na mag-iisa. Buksan ng kinabukasan, tuklasin ng kayamanan ng puso, lumalaban. Bawat hakbang patungo sa pangarap. Buksan ng kinabukasan, tuklasin ng kayamanan ng puso.
mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, telos ng silangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuyagan ang magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisingil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ang bagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may maghihiling. Luman ang araw ng walhaging pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Welcome to the E-Career Ignition Series. Good morning, FEMA education students and faculty. Special mention to UI students and SW students who are required to attend this webinar. So this is a career readiness program to give you insights on creating strong resume using resume link of Jobs 180, and then winning your recruiters by knowing crucial interview tips and the netiquette as well. So in your course, diba, you have the business ethics or simply ethics subject. So you also have to know the proper netiquette during your virtual recruitment or interview. This is part of your career development learning, especially to our incoming batch 2022 graduating students. By the way, I'm your host. I'm Kat Bayate from Alumni and Corporate Engagement Team based in Iloilo. So if you have questions, students, please feel free to comment using our FB comment box. We'll just choose a few questions due to our restricted time. And please don't forget to register for your actual attendance using the link on our main caption. You can see it there. Some main FB caption on Jobs 180 as well as in our FEMA education career linkages. So we will not count those who will type their names in the comment box. So please use the link. We will also pin it in the comment section for easy reference. Students, your attendance are being monitored and reported to your advisors as well. With no more further ado, I'd like to call on our first speaker. Very famous gid siya. He is the managing director of Jobs 180 with amazing experience in sales and marketing, business development, customer service. No, he graduated with double degree at De La Salle University, BS Applied Economics and Commerce. So the cam is yours, Mr. Kim Chua.
Allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No? Not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag nating resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number 1, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala tong gastos. The tool that I will show you today wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay, more than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung protectionan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos? Ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, mayroon kang kapangalan. Okay? Just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw ay makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So, sayang lang. So, you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpletong detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo. Kayo lang may alam yan. At lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kayo ng account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So, you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay? Lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede kang makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot, lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often that you open your social media account. So I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis ay makapag-PM, private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating mo sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gaano karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang tourism at pang HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa 2 lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung 2. Kung 2 lang talaga alam nyo, din 2 lang. Ano tong 2 to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now, at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have, kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. Na ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, 'di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, 'di ba? Certificate, diploma, 'yan, ebidensya 'yan, okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, 'di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is, you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, edi-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online, hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda example yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng magandang kasi mga sample na profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kayang-kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Diba? Halimbawa, o sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologies, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, ito. Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So, I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member na Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So, kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayo magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pag nakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan. Blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So, hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion, in my opinion. I think this one is not a good example. Kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na, anong dapat yung gawin at hindi yung dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si iExpert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything. From top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo na napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto ka niya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Di ba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Diba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design, diba? Gets mo ibig ko sabihin? Wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pag nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pagprocess sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, Sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then, 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real-time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo attention, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details yun na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay? Lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay? Huwag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around. You can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, nag-submit ka ng, ngayong araw, nag-submit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon, by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala nang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan eh. Ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Anong gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakapagod yan. Hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo. Update-update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante lang ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cellphone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number one, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secured na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganon. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pang-data. Pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi o makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool, please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng bigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, 'di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com, or email us, email me, here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay, again, my name is Kim Chu Wa. Don't forget yung Wa. Okay, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. Na nagsasabing, be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Salamat, Kim. Very informative as usual, now those points you've shared with our students. We got the news that there's a power outage in Iloilo. I hope all is well with our students in Cebu. So please join if your net and power allows you. We'll share the webinar link for those who can't attend now. Again, to our students, please register using the Google link form pasted on our main caption. Yung attendance natin is time-bound. We'll close it once we finish the webinar. Because I've been seeing students encoding their attendance in the comment box section. Again, refer to the main link so we can include your live attendance. And then we'll have our Q&A right after our next speaker. No? So we'll be calling the speakers again. For our next session, I'm happy to introduce you to our second speaker, Mr. Ruder Luis Esclamado. He is the sourcing officer of the Hinduja Global Solutions based in Iloilo, with more than 3 years of recruitment and HR admin experience in ISO certified construction and BPO companies. So the spotlight is yours, Sir Ruder. Thank you again for your time to share your wisdom and industry experience to our students.
Okay, so thank you, Ms. Kath. So I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, so good morning, everyone. For today, I'll be sharing you some interview tips, dressing up, and answering common interview questions. So first, before we proceed with the common interview questions, the applicant needs to prepare for the interview. So dressing up is really essential for the job interview. So for this one, it is important to make a good first impression. And your choice of interview attire is also a big part, especially it is a first impression for the employers or the interviewer. So I've compiled actually like steps on how to dress up for your job interview. So first, we have here, start by researching the company's dress code. So because you've already researched about the company, so you should have a sense of the workplace and what level of formality is appropriate. So look at photos, for example, on their social media accounts or sites, and for you to have an idea and to get sense of what people wear at the office. And next one, you should choose clothes that make you feel comfortable and confident. So when considering how to dress for an interview, use your best judgment and don't overthink it. And so you should choose clothes that make you feel comfortable and confident. And for next one, avoid revealing clothing. So anything, for example, that doesn't fit properly. Okay, so next, check for stains, snags, pet hairs, and hose. Make sure it is already cleaned and ready few days before your interview, or for example, the night before you have already prepared that one, and avoid, like for example, keeping it out on the reach of your children, or if you have pets at home. So make sure you properly store your clothes, especially the night before. Next one, choose clothing accommodating to the climate and season. So for example, if you'll be doing your interview, like for example, face-to-face interview or on-site. So just make sure to check on, like for example, the weather, like what's the weather on that specific day. If it's too humid, so you should avoid, like for example, wearing your coat or like for example long sleeve, especially when traveling or commuting. on the interview site, or for example, when it's there's a forecast that it will be raining, so make sure you bring like your umbrella. And last one, ensure your clothing is press and wrinkle free. Okay, so we're done with the like preparation. So after review research about the company, so here is like the different types of clothing that you can wear depending on the industry that you're applying for. So first is the casual workplace. This is for a professional looking casual job attire. And for this one, for women, you can wear dark jeans like a blouse and a cardigan. And for this one, neutral blouse or top is appropriate and mild patterns are also good. So knee-length skirt and button-down shirt or blouse, and both options can be worn with flat heels or and avoid open-toe shoes. While for men, dark jeans or slacks and a button-down shirt or polo, so no need to wear jacket. And for this one, any closed-toe shoes that are neat and clean. Okay, so next one we have here for business casual. For women, this could be in black or navy dress, pants, or pencil skirt. They can also wear like button-down shirt and cardigan or jacket. Flat heels are also appropriate. And for men, black or navy dress slacks with a belt, button-down shirt and tie. And a blazer is optional, and they can wear Oxford or loafers. Okay, so the last one will be the business formal. This is for formal workplace. So for women, this can be tailored dress with matching jacket or suit pants or skirt with matching jacket. And for men, these mean suit pants and a jacket with a button down shirt and tie. So for a business formal, make sure that you'll be wearing a matching jacket and pants for this one. And for men, they can wear as well like a tie that matches their what they call this one, their suit or their like blazers. Okay, so we've prepared already for the interview attire. So next one, here I'll be sharing you the common like interview questions. I've actually compiled like top 10 most frequently like delivered or questioned items during the interview phase. So for this one, preparation is really important. You don't need, for example, to memorize your answer. So, but do take time to prepare, since this will practice your communication skills and also make you feel comfortable and also confident when delivering your answers or expressing your answers to the interviewer. So first we have here, tell me about yourself. So this is one of the first questions you're likely to be asked, and be prepared to talk about yourself. So, and why you're an ideal fit for the position. So the interviewer wants to know more about yourself. So you can start, for example, sharing like some of your personal interests and experiences that don't really directly relate to your work. So you can share, like for example, like your previews. You can share some fun facts about yourself, anything that is not readily available on your resume. Okay, so next one. Why are you the best person for the job? So, are you the best candidate for the job? So, the hiring manager wants to know whether you have all the required qualifications. So, make sure your response a confident, concise, focused sales pitch that explains what you have to offer and uh, why you're the best fit for the job. So this is a good time to review the company's qualification and requirements in the job listing, and so you can craft a response that aligns with what the interviewer is looking for. So you can check. So when applying, you can check on their specific like job descriptions, and you can tailor fit that one based on like the skill set that you have, and also like for example, if you have like previous work experience. Next one, why do you want this job? So for this one, be specific about what makes you good fit for this role. and mention aspects of the company and position that appeal to you most. For next one, how has your experience prepared you for this role? So hiring managers use this question to learn how your previous work experiences and educational background is fit for the job. So to prepare to respond, so make a list of the most relevant qualifications you have and match them to the requirements listed in the job description. So next one, this is for those who have previous work experiences. So why are you leaving or have left your job? So be prepared with a response for this question. So you need to give like honest and specific answers that specifically reflects your reason for leaving, but as much as possible, keep it positive. So the interviewer wants to know why you left your job and why you want to work on their company. So when asked about this, why are you moving on your current position, stick with the facts and be direct and focus on your answer or the future, especially if your departure is not under like for example good circumstances. Okay, so next one, what is your greatest strength? So this is one of most common question as well based on my experience as well before when I was applying like for my job, first time applying for a job. So for this one, for your strength, focus more like on your skills and give as much as possible give examples. You need to elaborate your answer why you're the best fit for that specific job based also on your skill set. So how would you market yourself to the interviewer? So how would you like, for example, contribute for the organization if given the opportunity that you will be hired for the company. And next one, what is your greatest weakness? So this question is an opportunity for you to show the hiring manager you're well qualified for the job. So in addition to learning whether you've got the right credentials, the hiring manager wants to know whether you can take on challenges and learn new tasks. So you can share, for example, examples of skills you have improved or by providing specific instances on how you have recognized a weakness and make time to correct or improve that specific like skill set. Okay, so next one, how do you handle stress or pressure? So what do you do when things don't go smoothly at work? So how do you deal with those difficult situations? So the employer wants to know how you handle stress, especially like for example on the workplace. So the best way to respond to this question is to share like an example of how you have successfully handled stress in the previous position, or like for example you can share your previous experiences like on the job when you're still on college. You can also share that one. So avoid claiming that you never or rarely get stress or experience stress. Rather, formulate your answer that acknowledges workplace stress and explain how you've overcome that one. Okay, so for this one, next is what are your salary expectations? So this is usually asked during the end of your interview. So it is quite tricky to answer this, but the interviewer or the hiring manager really wants to know if what specific range is your salary expectations, or since for this one, you can actually, based on what you've mentioned during the interview, you can give a specific range. And it is also important for you to provide like a specific salary expectations for the interviewer to be also aware if that really fits on the offer that they will be providing in case you pass all the interview process. Okay, so you can actually give a specific range on that one since if, for example, if your salary expectation exceeds on what they are offering, they'll actually mention that one and they will ask you if it is okay for you to have this specific a range of the offer that they'll be providing. All right, so for the last one, what are your career goals? This question is designed to find out if you're going to stick with the company or stay with the company. So keep your answer focused on the job and reiterate the interview that position aligns with your long-term goals. So make sure, like for example, to express your what I call this one, you want to stay in the company and also you want to grow for that company. So express your career goal or path, what they want to be, like for example, 3 to 5 years from now. Okay, so I think that's it on my end. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
answering the
Ruder.
interview.
Definitely another helpful tips, no, from the one who's been conducting company interviews. So really, you are the right channel to ask interview tips. I'm sure we have questions from the students right now. Again, students reminding everyone to register your attendance using the Google link pasted on the main caption. We base your attendance here, students. So if you have questions, please write on the comment box section. Probably while waiting for the questions, Sir Kim or Sir Ruther, would you like to give insights on the netiquette, the importance of being on time, whether face-to-face interview or virtual interview, and the cons of being no-show during the interview?
Ah, ako ba o si Sir Ruther?
Sir
Kakahiyaan
Kim or
kami ni
Sir
Sir
Ruther?
Ruther, eh. Okay. Ako, my take on that is, do not be late and do not be on time. Okay? So obviously, when you're late, it's a very big possibility that you're losing the opportunity. Kasi the HR might not be waiting for you, no? Kung late ka, they don't know kung kailan ka papasok, kung 1 minute late ka or 5 minutes late ka pa rin. Sabi nga, kahit ano mangyari. So don't be late. Yan ang recommend ko. Now, when it comes to on time naman, wag naman sobrang aga, no? Try to be there mga 15 minutes, 10 minutes before the time. Check your gadget, connect ka na, lalo na kung virtual siya. Kung face to face, ganun din, mga 15 minutes before the time, you have to be there na sa area. Make sure tama yung pinuntahan mong area. Baka mamaya iba pala yung ibang floor pala ng building ang napuntahan mo. Example lang, no? And then, do not be too early naman. When I say too early, too excited, no? As I joke about it, mamaya yung interview mo, 2 o'clock ng hapon, 9 o'clock pa lang, nag-aalmusal pa lang, everyone's eating breakfast, nandun ka na sa building, nakaabang ka na, or nasa virtual, nakakonect ka na, nag-aantay ka na ng interview. So, you don't do it that way. So, that's my take on being on time. Yun yung sa akin. Sige, but Sir Ruther would like to add a few more.
As for this one, correct din yung sinabi ni Mr. Chua. For example, if you're scheduled like 2 p.m., you need to be there like 15 minutes earlier lang, not really like 1 hour, since also yung interviewer also, like for example, has a task to do then. So it will be a pressure on his or her end pag alam niya, nandito na yung interview ko 1 hour before pa lang. But 15 minutes will be good. And familiarize yourself then with the location, kung saan yung office building or recruitment office nila. And also in terms of canceling your appointment for the interview. So just make sure you inform the interviewer or the hiring manager ahead of time. Like for example, if possible, 1 day or hours before, since it speaks a lot on your what they call this one, on your interests, if you're really into it or interested really for the job. So just make sure to maintain like proper communication with the interviewer or the hiring manager. Like for example, if they send a message on the updates, you can always acknowledge their message.
If I may add, Sir Ruther, tsaka Ma'am Kat, alam nyo, iba na talaga yung generation ngayon. Napagkakaalaman na ayoko na sabihin kasi malalaman nyo ilang taon na ako eh. Pero in terms of my HR experience, back in the days, pagka may aplikante na gusto mag-cancel or mag-reschedule, before the scheduled time, you will be getting a notification. They'll probably call you. If they have load, they'll call you. If not, they'll just send a message and tell you na, sir, I will be coming in late, or I won't be able to get there on time as scheduled. Example, at 2 p.m. Would it be okay for us to reschedule? Yan yung mga dati. No, dati, ganyan yung mga aplikante. In the recent years, iba na yung panahon. That's why I wanted to do a wake-up call to those who are listening right now. Maging dati kayong ugali na ganun. Huwag kayong maging makabagong ugali. Ano yung makabagong ugali? Lumampas na yung 2 o'clock, walang paramdam. 2:30 na, yung HR, yung recruiter nag-aantay. They're waiting. And they're wondering. Sometimes, ang nangyayari pa, it's the HR pa, based on my personal experience, yung HR pa, ako pa mismo ang tatawag to check, hi, are you still coming? We have a scheduled interview at 2 p.m. It's now 2:30. Do you still have plans of coming here or are you on your way? Tapos tsaka ko lang malalaman, sasabihin, ito yung worst na feedback, sasabihin, sir, hindi na po ako magtutuloy. Alam mo yun, parang give respect din dun sa dun sa ibang aplikante, no? If you don't want to get that opportunity, might as well give it to someone else. 'Di ba? Wag mong bukawin. Ika nga, no? Pardon for the term. Pero wag ganun, no? It doesn't also leave a good impression hindi lang sa iyo, pati sa school mo. Okay? Because kung saan ka man pumunta, laging bit-bit mo yung tatak na yan eh. So in this case, tatak PHINMA Ed yan. So always remember no to value that PHINMA Ed na brand. Okay? Wherever you go. Okay, yun lang. Nire-remind ko lang kasi iba na talaga yung dati sa ngayon. Yan pa.
Thank you so much. I think we have questions. Sir Kim, please go ahead.
Okay.
Naka-address sa'yo.
Yes, sabi ni Sir Alexis, pagdating sa privacy, ang HR po does have the power to see it. Kasi I mentioned earlier na you have the power to, or privilege to hide the data. Ano ba yung tanong mo?
Parang more of confirmation siya, no? More of confirmation siya dun sa privacy setting.
Okay. So there are two ways. There are two ways for the HR to be able to see your information. Ayan, ito yung practical application ng resume link nyo. One is, if you are going to see the company, example lang, let me use HGS as an example. No? It's a very good example. So you want to check out opportunities sa HGS. Ano gagawin mo? Pwede ka pumunta sa jobs180.com/team HGS kasi yan yung kanilang pinaka-career site na link sa Jobs180. When you go to that link, you'll see opportunities. So one option is for you to submit your information, yung resume link mo, diretso dun sa position na gusto mong applyan. And when you do that, the system will prompt a screen asking for your login ID or your resume link and your password na ikaw lang may alam. So once you comply with that with those information, all your details now will be seen by the HR. Okay, yan yung one way of you sending your information to the HR. Okay, so kasi question mo, does the HR have the power to see it? So yan yung isa, no? Makikita na ng HR yan. Now, the other option is you're going to send it, example lang, directly to Sir Ruther. Halimbawa lang, no? You want to email to Sir Ruther or you want to announce it to Sir Ruther na ito yung resume link mo. Example lang, resume link mo is my resume link, kimchua.jobs180.com. Example lang. So if Sir Ruther will see your information, kailangan niya gawin is type sa browser. Now, in doing so, you are limited with your privacy settings. So pag nilagay mo doon, hide this, hide that, show this, show that, yun lang makikita ni Sir Ruther. Depende sa ano gusto mo ipakita sa public. So I hope na-answer ko yung tanong mo, Sir Alexis. Those are different ways for you to give your resume link. Okay?
Okay, we have another one from Stephen Castor. How about those applicants who wish to have a job to have experience? Parang siguro, how can they stand out among those applicants with work experience? Kasi newly grad sila.
Sir Ruther, would you like to go ahead, sir?
Yes, for this one, they can check always the job qualifications and also the job description. And for example, if it requires at least like 2 years experience, they can also always try to apply din naman since other companies is also accepting, like for example, if they put that on their CV na 2 years experience. So they're also actively like they're still open for like fresh graduates. And also for this one, during the interview siguro, for them to stand out, they must always prepare for the job interview and always check on the job description on what the role is all about and make that in line din sa mga previous nila. For example, if they don't have experience, like for example, experience when they're on like doing their on the job training and also during their college, they can always share that one. And also yun for entry level, so they can always build their career on that one first since they're gaining experience pa. But for them to stand out, yun, prepare lang for the interview. And also yung CV nila, make sure that it is yun, well, organized. Like for example, like well organized yung mga details as much as possible, madali siyang basahin for the HR as well para madali na lang sa HR when they ask questions and all the relevant details is already available na.
Thank you so much. Thank you, students, no, for asking questions to our speakers or forever hold your peace. Because this is the right moment to ask the experts. We also have one from Vanessa De Pablo Batadlan. So is it okay to include work experiences unrelated to the job you're applying and when you are being interviewed?
Ako ba mag-answer? Sir Router pa rin. Ako naman. Sige.
Sige, sir. Ikaw naman.
Okay.
Sige.
Ako naman, with in relation to what Sir Ruder already mentioned, this time naman ang tanong ni Ma'am Vanessa is yung mga irrelevant, 'di ba? Irrelevant sa na work experience. This is my take on it, no? Put everything in your resume link. Now, what you will be highlighting here are those experiences that are relevant to the job that you're applying for. Yan yung, kung ako yung HR, I'll be looking at first yung mga relevant na work experience. Diyan yung mas may weight ika nga, no? Mas may timbang. But it doesn't mean that kung walang connect sa trabaho yung yung work experience nyo, eh wala na siyang wala nang weight or wala nang i-consider yung HR. I'll give an example. Example lang if you are a graduate of say education, no? Tapos yung experiences mo are into IT. Example, you went into graphic designing, Photoshop, no? Yung mga ganun, video editing, yan. Walang connect sa pagtuturo because ang course mo education. So you are in that line of secondary education. Example na lang. Now, in the event that you're applying for a position, that school, example lang you're applying for, might consider, aside from yung mga relevant dun sa pagtuturo mo na experience mo, they might consider it as a value added, 'di ba? Dagdag pogi points or ganda points. Sabi nga, hahaba ang hair mo. Kasi ang mangyayari dito is they might see those experiences kahit walang connect sa course, kahit walang connect sa ina-applyan as an added thing. Kasi you never know, di ba? Digital na yung online classes right now. And when they see na, uy, itong person na to, digitally inclined siya, no? In ganitong virtual mga platforms, example lang, or mas adept siya sa ganong klaseng background. Then it comes in as an added pogi points or ganda points. So ako, to answer your question lang, ilagay mo lahat. Okay, ilagay mo lahat. Yun yan sa akin. Yan. Yan, meron pa bang follow-up question?
Meron pa question?
Meron pa. Oo.
Keep it coming, students. Siguro in our previous career counseling kasi, I encountered the students, no? Sabi niya, I'm not that confident in communication skills, but I know I can do the job. So, what are the important points that this person must inform or show to the recruiters to win them? Parang yung can-do spirit nandun, no? Pero siguro she's having difficulty in conveying her answers once na andun na siya sa interview. So, what would be your advice?
Okay. So for this one, siguro yung mga first time, like for example, yung first time applicants. So yun, minsan naunahan sila ng kaba. Like, yun din, yung communication nila, they have the, what they call this one, skills then. Pero in terms of conveying their answers sa interviewer, medyo nahihirapan sila. For example, nagsa-stutter. So actually, normal lang yun. But for this one, they need to prepare talaga for the interview. Like for example, practice na yung interview questions, kung ano yung mga tatanungin. They can also look for their friend or kung sino man yung pwede nilang ma-rehearse yung interview question. Kasi for this one, they need to be prepared. Alam nila yung, like for example, yung laman ng resume nila. So kung may tatanungin man sa interviewer, prepared na sila. But not in the sense na yung answer nila is memorized na. But yun lang, prepared lang sila to answer the question na alam nila yung question is part din ng sa what they've experienced before. Even though, for example, if they don't have work experience, So they can really prepare. So yun talaga, preparation is really important when attending the job interview para bawas ka ba din, para yun extra confidence din sa kanila on their end na ma-convey nila yung gusto nilang iparating sa interviewer.
I think that's our last question. Sir Kim, would you like to add your wisdom on this question?
Go lang. Sige lang. Lahat naman ng sinabi ni Sir Ruther, tama naman yun, no? I want to make sure lang na when you apply for a job, you prepare, you do your research. And hindi natin maiiwasan, talagang kakabahan tayo, di ba? Kahit hindi naman sa paghahanap ng trabaho and some other things din. Pag if it's a first time that we're doing it, talagang may konting kaba rin tayo diyan. So, you may ask permission. I think that's one of the, I would say, practical tip na masasabi ko is magpaalam kayo. If you're not comfortable to speak in straight English, magpaalam kayo. No? Ask permission. Baka it would help you if you can speak in Ilonggo. Diba? Sabi mo, can I speak in Ilonggo? Pag sinabi lang ng HR na no, you have to you have to speak in straight English, wala na, lagot na. Higupin mo na lahat ng possible nosebleed mo, 'di ba? And you have to do your best to answer na in straight English. No? Pero kung pumayag naman sila na pwede ka mag-Taglish, pwede ka mag-Ilonggo, then, or mag-Bisaya, for those who are listening right now na nasa Cebu, diba? Kung pwede sila mag-Bisaya, then by all means, paalam kayo. Diba? Yun. But the more you try, the more you get experience, the more tingin ko mawawala yung kaba na yan. Diba? So, keep trying lang.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your wisdom, for your advice. I think in this era, one should know how to convey their ideas. Especially we have lots of channels right now. With the help of the technology, let's grab the opportunity to learn. And I think one of the best advice also is for you to make time to practice, to read and practice and apply what you learn. Salamat to our speakers for sharing your experiences and also your wisdom. To our students, salamat Ruther and salamat Kim. And thank you for this partnership with Jobs 180. To our students, you know that our career ignition include resume talk, mock interview, and virtual career fiesta. No? And as part of your clearance, you are required to create your resume link. This will be used for your mock interview, which is scheduled this October to December. So you will be assigned to a faculty interviewer. So you must itong resume link natin. Please be reminded to share your contact details because your faculty interviewer will call you or email you and send you the either Google or Zoom link for your mock interview. Please do it now and enjoy your resume link. Apply the learning today. Actually, we have coordinated this with your deans and program heads, yung Career Ignition series natin. So ready your resume link, practice your spiel on how to market your skills via our mock interview, and win your recruiter in the much-awaited Virtual Career Fiesta. Ito yung job fair natin this May 2022. So students, this is an early preparation for you, especially to those active job seekers. Malaking tulong tong talk natin. And because we have a limited time, and may power outage pa sa Iloilo, we'll do another round. We'll do another one in the second semester. So we'd like to thank Jobs 180, Kim, Shari, Joyce, and Ruther of Hinduja Global Solutions, our active partner. Thank you very much for your time and your amazing support to our students, to the PHINMA Education Network. Thank you. Salamat.
Thank
so
you,
this
Kat.
concludes our webinar part 1 e-career ignition series. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.
Ma'am Kat, pwede pa tayo mag-plug?
Sure.
Meron akong ipa-plug lang. Regarding what you've mentioned, no, guys, yung sinabi ni Miss Kat kanina, when you are going to create your resume link, two reminders ako. One is try to check for yourself by typing your resume link sa browser. Para kung ano yung makita mo doon, yan yung eksaktong makita nung pagbibigyan mo ng resume link. When your mock interview, with your upcoming virtual career fair, yan yung makita nila. So, yung mention ni Ms. Kat that you have to show your contact details there and your skills 'di ba, yung mga relevant information mo, please by all means, you have to open it muna dun sa privacy settings mo. Okay? And then later on na lang, afterwards na ng virtual career fair nyo, or after ng mock interview nyo, tsaka mo na ngayon ibalik yung mga ayaw mo ipakita in public. But in the meantime, as you go through that exercise, please open those information. Otherwise, hindi kayo makukontak ng mga prospective companies at ng mga mock interviewers ninyo. Okay, that's the first reminder. The second reminder is we have a lot of events. No, one of the things that is upcoming is for an open house event. This is for one of our current partners in Optum, and we're inviting everyone who's here to check them out. No, kasi on that day, opportunities will be open. Recruiters will be there to process yung applications nyo real time. So regardless kung saan man area kayo, since virtual tayo ngayon, remember lang itong mga link na to. These are the shortcut link. So that's bit.ly/optum dalawang date yan. Isang October 22, it's a Friday, and October 25, Monday. Okay, so check out those 2 dates, register kayo para masama kayo doon sa mga event na yun. And of course, you have to be there then. No, check them out lang. Try mag-apply. Maraming opportunities din nandoon. Okay, awaiting for you. So those are 2 reminders. Thank you.
Again, salamat. Students, pahabol lang din, stay tuned to your school social media sites. Please don't forget to like and follow PHINMA Ed Career Linkages, pati yung mga alumni pages ng mga schools natin, no, for SWU, for UI, and the rest of PHINMA Ed schools for career updates and announcements. Again, students, yung resume link ninyo, it's a must for you to be able to join the mock interview and the virtual career fiesta and as part of your clearance. Salamat at halong kayo. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Ruder.
Halong.
Halong.
Ingat po kayo.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.